Okay, let's unpack this. Based on your recent interest in how AI is shaking up academic research, particularly, the whole literature review process, we put together a deep dive. We're looking at what we think are the 7 most impactful AI assistants really shaping your workflow in 2025. It's not just about sharp minds anymore. It's also about these incredibly smart tools working right alongside you.
Yeah, and what's really fascinating here isn't just that these tools exist, it's how they fundamentally change the game. They really move you beyond just grinding harder. You start genuinely working smarter. They offer shortcuts, not just to finding stuff, but to discovering ideas that are actually publishable. Plus, understanding complex papers way faster, writing more effectively, and, this is key, boosting the visibility and impact of your own research. It's really about augmenting your intellect.
Right. So our mission today is simple. Give you a clear, practical breakdown of these top 7 tools. Think of this deep dive as like a personalized map to your future research success. We'll show you exactly how these AI assistants can slot into your workflow and really transform it, whether you're just starting a project, sketching things out, or you're aiming for that final publication polish. We're going to count them down, number 7, all the way to the big one at number 1. So get ready for hopefully some aha moments. These are more than just gadgets. They're like intellectual accelerators. Okay, so kicking us off at number 7, we've got Research Rabbit. Now, have you ever felt like you're just drowning in academic papers, struggling to see how they all connect? Research Rabbit is sort of designed to be your lifeline in that sea of information.
That's a great way to put it. Think of Research Rabbit, maybe like a GPS for your literature review. Instead of just scrolling through endless lists, it uses network analysis, basically fancy math, to visually map out the connections between papers, authors, even research trends, and it does this in real time. It's really built for spotting those hidden relationships, those clusters of ideas that you might totally miss otherwise. The stuff that keyword searches just don't catch. This can be gold for finding completely new research angles you didn't even know were there.
Exactly. That's where the real power seems to lie. It doesn't just give you a list, it creates these interactive literature maps. You can even get a timeline view, see how ideas have changed over the years. And a huge plus, it plugs right into tools like Zotero. So you can easily pull in your existing library and then use it to find relevant work you might have overlooked. This tool really shines in those early stages, doesn't it? When you're trying to get a grip on a field, spot those research gaps where your own contribution could fit. Imagine how much faster you could understand a new topic with a visual map like that, compared to just reading abstract after abstract. It must cut down on that initial overwhelm, right? Okay, moving on to number 6. This is PaperPile. And the name itself sounds like exactly what a lot of us need when we're just staring at that blank page, feeling the pressure.
Oh, definitely. But it's way more than just a simple writing tool. It's actually a pretty powerful Microsoft Word add-in. Think of it like having, an academic writing coach, maybe a sharp editor, and a really organized librarian all rolled into one, built right into Word. It's been trained on tons of academic papers, so it understands the specific style, the structure, the demands of academic writing, and that helps you get from that blank screen to a polished solid draft much faster.
That understanding of academic style is so important. PaperPile can apparently generate research paper outlines instantly, which, let's be honest, is often half the battle, right? Just getting that structure down. It also helps with brainstorming by suggesting relevant citations as you write, so your ideas are backed up from the get-go. And then for polishing, it's got built-in proofreading, paraphrasing tools to help your language flow better, plus a plagiarism checker. Super important and great to have it right there. And of course, it handles your references seamlessly, saves hours of tedious work. So the use case, pretty clear. If you're stuck starting, refining, or just need that academic level output fast, PaperPile looks like a strong contender. All right, at number 5, we're talking about Genic. This one sounds like it could be the perfect, 24/7 writing partner for academics.
Jenny definitely takes writing collaboration up a notch. What's really cool here, I think, is that you can upload PDFs, multiple ones even, and then basically chat with them. Ask questions directly about the content, the arguments, the methods inside those papers. It's like having a really focused conversation with your sources, which turns reading from something passive into active learning. You're really engaging with the material, making sure you grasp the nuances.
Exactly. That active part is key. So Genic can expand on stuff you've written, suggest where your argument could go next, define tricky terms. It can even propose headings, sections, and find relevant citations for you. Plus, it gives feedback to improve your clarity, your fluency, the whole structure. Makes your writing stronger, easier to read. So the use case here seems obvious. Great for tackling those really dense parts like literature reviews or maybe theoretical frameworks where you need to weave together a lot of complex info into something coherent. Okay, so we've covered getting started, structuring things, really digging into sources, but what about managing the whole, sometimes messy research journey itself? That brings us to number 4, AvidNote. This one is pitched as your complete research headquarters, centralizing everything.
Yeah, and this tackles a big question for researchers, right? How do you keep all the different threads of a project organized? From that first idea spark all the way to submission, AvidNote is built specifically for that.
Right.
It aims to be an all-in-one workflow tool, pulling together functions that people often have scattered across like a dozen different apps. So it really aims to be your main research dashboard. The big value is cutting down on all that switching between tools, reducing the mental juggling act.
It sounds pretty comprehensive. It helps you organize interviews, design surveys, structure your methods, and yes, it also lets you chat with PDFs for quick insights, get lit review summaries, but it goes further. It offers proofreading, helps you restructure paragraphs or sections, gives revision suggestions, almost like having an editorial assistant on call, and for publishing, it can even suggest journals or conferences that might be a good fit for your work. That saves a ton of searching and guesswork. So the main use case, managing the full research lifecycle, seems particularly useful for PhD students, or really any academic juggling complex projects who needs one system to keep it all moving forward efficiently, from start to finish. Okay, number 3. Now this one, Cite. Sounds like a potential game changer for anyone who stresses about the strength and, frankly, the validity of the evidence they're citing.
Oh, absolutely. What's genuinely fascinating and different about Cite is that it goes way beyond just finding citations. It uses some pretty smart analysis to figure out how a source is being cited. Did other papers support the claim? Did they contradict it? Or did they just mention it in passing? Think of it like a reputation checker for scientific arguments, or maybe like a critical fact checker built for research. Instead of just knowing paper A cited paper B, you see if A agreed with B or challenged B. That adds a whole layer of critical insight that used to take ages of manual reading.
That is incredibly powerful. It adds such a crucial layer for academic integrity, doesn't it? You can instantly see if later citations are positive, negative, or just neutral, which helps you quickly find solid, well-supported evidence for your own points. And crucially, it lets you strengthen your arguments by choosing sources that have stood up to scrutiny, avoiding ones that might be weak, outdated, or even, refuted. Its use case is strong, ensuring your citations are genuinely robust, avoiding building your case on shaky ground. I mean, how many times have you wished you knew if a key paper you're relying on has actually been challenged later on? The site gives you that clarity, helps you argue with real confidence. All right, we're in number 2. This is Litmaps. And it sounds like this one is all about staying not just up to date, but really ahead of the curve in your field.
Yeah, connecting this to the bigger picture, Litmaps is about dynamic discovery. It's about understanding how knowledge evolves. It's not just a static picture. Think of it more like a living, breathing family tree for research. It uses algorithms to help you track how topics develop, identifying key ancestor papers or new branches, and it visualizes these citation networks in real time. So you can literally see new connections forming, spot emerging trends, find those new research frontiers as they appear, which is vital in fast-moving fields.
Exactly. Now, with these really interactive citation maps, you can explore visually, and it can even auto-update your research trail, pushing new relevant studies to you automatically, so you stay on top of things without constantly having to manually search. You can even group maps, share them with collaborators, makes teamwork on lit reviews way more efficient. This seems perfect for fields that change super fast, like AI or certain areas of medicine, maybe genomics, or for doing a really cutting-edge systematic review where you need the absolute latest info in its context. So many amazing tools for specific jobs. But what if you want something that tries to pull it all together? And that brings us finally to number 1, the champion of comprehensive AI research tools, as we see it, SciSpace. You might have known it as Typeset before.
This tool really earns its name as the all-in-one AI research assistant. What makes it stand out is the deep integration. It brings together everything sophisticated: lit review, writing help, citation management, even AI detection, all inside one single platform. Everything happens in one spot, which just massively cuts down on switching between apps, copying, pasting, managing files. It lets you focus more on the actual thinking part of research. It's built to streamline the whole academic process.
SciSpace really pushes that integration idea. It lets you chat with multiple PDFs simultaneously, which sounds incredibly useful for synthesizing info across different sources, right? Finding common themes or maybe conflicting viewpoints. It can generate outlines, intros, conclusions, gives you a solid starting point, or helps wrap things up quickly. It has that built-in AI detector, which is getting more and more important for academic integrity. It can even suggest new research topics, identify gaps based on the literature it analyzes. And get this is pretty cool. It can create short videos and slide decks to help you promote your published papers, helping you get your work seen, boost citations using social media-ready summaries. So its use case is truly comprehensive AI-powered research. From discovery all the way to impact. It covers the whole life cycle like nothing else we looked at.
So what's the bottom line here? What does this all mean for you, the researcher?
Well, in 2025, academic success isn't just about putting in more hours. It's really fundamentally about working smarter by leveraging these kinds of intelligent tools. These 7 AI tools we've discussed, they're designed to transform your research workflow, not just tweak it, but really change how you approach it.
Yeah, they help you discover genuinely publishable ideas. They help you read and understand huge amounts of information much faster than before. They help you write more effectively, more persuasively. They help you stay incredibly organized through what can be a chaotic process. And ultimately, they help boost the visibility and the impact of your important work. Just think about the time, the energy, the sheer mental stress you could save by letting these AI assistants handle some of the demanding, maybe more routine tasks. It's really about empowering you, freeing you up to focus on the parts that require your unique creativity, your critical thinking, your originality, the stuff only you can bring to the table. So, are you ready to maybe transform your own research workflow? Here's our challenge to you. Based on what you've heard, pick one, or maybe 2 of these tools that really seem to click with your current needs, or maybe address the biggest bottleneck you face right now, and just give them a try. See for yourself how much time, energy, and just mental bandwidth you might reclaim.
And this leads to a really interesting question for every researcher listening. If AI can take over so many of these routine, often time-consuming tasks, the ones that kind of drain your creative batteries, what new possibilities does that unlock? What does it mean for your creativity, your capacity for deep critical thinking, your ability to make those truly groundbreaking discoveries? How can you reinvest that saved mental energy into pushing the boundaries of your field?
We really hope this deep dive has given you a clear, actionable roadmap for using AI in your research journey. If you want to explore optimizing your process even more, maybe check out our previous deep dive on effective literature review strategies. Or hey, just visit the website for these specific tools, see the demos, see them in action. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and definitely keep asking those big questions.